Welcome to Wisdom Web. Hello, fellow knowledge enthusiasts, and welcome to a world where wisdom and fun collide. I'm thrilled to have you join us on this exhilarating journey through the vast expanse of knowledge. At Wisdom Web, we're dedicated to unraveling the mysteries of the fun knowledge, exploring fascinating facts, and delving into the depths of understanding. Whether you're here to expand your mind, satisfy your curiosity, or simply enjoy some entertaining knowledge, you're in the right place. So, sit back, relax, and get ready to embark on an adventure like no other. Welcome aboard. Let's dive into a scenario that might sound like a complete nightmare for some of you, a world without any form of entertainment. No movies, no music, no video games, no sports, no Netflix and chill. Just the cold, harsh reality of a life devoid of any kind of fun or leisure activities. Now, before you start screaming in horror and accusing me of being a complete killjoy, hear me out. I'm not saying that this is a desirable or even remotely realistic scenario, but let's explore what it might look like and how it could potentially change the world as we know it. First things first, let's define what we mean by entertainment. For the sake of this thought experiment, we're talking about anything that's primarily designed to provide amusement, enjoyment, or leisure, anything that falls outside the realm of work, education, or basic survival needs. So, yeah, that means no more binge-watching your favorite shows, no more rocking out at concerts, no more cheering on your favorite sports team, and no more losing yourself in the latest open-world video game. It's a bleak picture, I know, but stick with me here. Now, imagine waking up in a world where all of those distractions and pleasures are gone. No more scrolling mindlessly through social media, no more losing hours to the endless void of YouTube rabbit holes, and no more escaping into the fantastical worlds of movies and TV shows. At first, you might feel a sense of liberation, no more FOMO, no more endless debates about the latest pop culture phenomenon, and no more wasted hours glued to a screen. But eventually, that sense of freedom would likely give way to a profound feeling of emptiness and boredom. Without those forms of entertainment to fill our leisure time, we'd be forced to find new ways to occupy our minds and keep ourselves engaged. Some might turn to more creative pursuits like art, music, or writing, while others might dive headfirst into hobbies like gardening, woodworking, or crafting. Of course, these activities could quickly become monotonous without the ability to share or showcase them in any sort of public or commercial capacity. After all, without the entertainment industry, there would be no platforms for artists, musicians, or creators to reach a wider audience or earn a living from their work. Imagine being a talented painter or sculptor, pouring your heart and soul into your creations, but never being able to exhibit them in galleries or sell your pieces to collectors. Or picture yourself as a gifted writer, crafting intricate stories and compelling narratives, but with no way to publish or share them with the world. It's a sobering thought, but it also highlights just how much our society and culture are intertwined with the concept of entertainment. Without it, we'd essentially be stripping away a significant portion of what makes us human, our innate desire to express ourselves, to tell stories, and to seek out new experiences and sources of joy. But hey, let's not get too bogged down in the artistic and creative implications just yet. Let's explore how a world without entertainment might impact other aspects of our lives. For starters, think about the massive economic and social upheaval that would occur. Entire industries, from film and television to sports and video games, would essentially cease to exist, leaving millions of people out of work and forcing entire communities built around these industries to adapt or disappear altogether. Imagine the bustling entertainment districts of cities like Los Angeles, New York, and London suddenly becoming ghost towns, with once thriving studios, theaters, and arenas sitting empty and abandoned. It's a chilling thought, but one that underscores just how deeply ingrained entertainment is in our modern society and economy. Of course, some might argue that this massive economic disruption could pave the way for a shift towards more productive industries and occupations. Without the distraction of entertainment, perhaps we'd see a surge in fields like science, technology, and education, as people channel their energy and creativity into more meaningful pursuits. But let's be real, even in a world without traditional forms of entertainment, people would still crave some form of leisure and relaxation. We're not robots, after all, and our minds and bodies need occasional respite from the grind of work and productivity. So, what might that look like? Well, you can bet that people would find ways to create their own forms of entertainment, even if they're not as grandiose or commercially viable as the ones we're used to. Maybe we'd see a resurgence of community-based activities like storytelling circles, amateur theater groups, or even good old-fashioned game nights. Or perhaps we'd witness the rise of new, unconventional forms of entertainment that we can't even fathom right now, like competitive knitting tournaments or synchronized napping competitions. Hey, stranger things have happened. Of course, there's also the possibility that without the distraction of traditional entertainment, we become a more introspective and contemplative society. Imagine spending your evenings engaged in quiet reflection, deep philosophical discussions, or even just appreciating the simple beauty of nature around us. It's a romanticized notion, for sure, but one that speaks to our innate human desire to find meaning and purpose beyond the realm of mere amusement and distraction. But let's not get too carried away with these idealized visions just yet. A world without entertainment could also have some pretty dark and disturbing implications. For starters, think about the potential impact on mental health and overall societal well-being. Entertainment has long been a form of escapism and stress relief for many people, providing a much-needed respite from the pressures and anxieties of daily life. Without that outlet, we might see a surge in depression, anxiety, and other mental health issues, as people struggle to find healthy ways to cope with the stresses and monotony of their existence. And let's not forget about the potential for increased social unrest and conflict. Entertainment has often been a unifying force, bringing people together around shared interests and experiences. Without that common ground, we might see a rise in tribalism, xenophobia, and other forms of social fragmentation, as people cling to whatever identity or belief system they can find to fill the void left by the absence of entertainment. Of course, these are just hypothetical scenarios, and the reality of a world without entertainment could play out in a myriad of different ways. Maybe we'd adapt and find new sources of joy and fulfillment, or maybe we'd descend into a bleak, dystopian existence where life is nothing but a relentless grind of work and survival. Either way, one thing is clear: the role of entertainment in our lives is far more significant than we often give it credit for. It's not just a frivolous distraction or a mindless pursuit of pleasure, it's an integral part of what makes us human, what brings us together, and what helps us find meaning and joy in our fleeting existence. So, the next time you find yourself mindlessly scrolling through social media or binge-watching your favorite show, take a moment to appreciate the privilege of having access to such a wealth of entertainment options. Because in a world without it, we might quickly find ourselves lost in a sea of boredom and existential ennui. Or, we could just start knitting competitively. Hey, stranger things have happened. Keep exploring, keep learning, and never stop seeking the wonders of the world around you. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and may your quest for wisdom continue to illuminate your path. Thank you for joining us on this incredible adventure. Farewell, until we meet again.